Society loves to categorize people. Alpha males lead, beta males follow, and everyone else falls somewhere in between. But there's a rare breed of men who defy these classifications and still manage to come out on top. They are the Sigma males. These lone wolves succeed by following their own rules. Most don't even realize they belong to this misunderstood group until someone points it out. Here are 5 signs that you might be one of them. Point 1. You're endlessly curious. While others are content to consume whatever information is given to them, your mind works differently. You're not just curious. You have an insatiable hunger for knowledge, always asking why and how rather than accepting things at face value. It's not about showing off or being a know-it-all. It's deeper than that. You find yourself exploring random topics at 3 a.m., diving into trails of information that others might find boring or irrelevant. Sigma males possess this curiosity because of their independent nature and a natural tendency to question established norms. Unlike other personality types who might follow conventional paths of learning, Sigmas are driven by a deep need to understand the world on their own terms. Whether it's ancient history, quantum physics, or how coffee machines work, if something catches your interest, you're all in. Your curiosity isn't limited to books and facts. You're also fascinated by human behavior. While others take social dynamics at face value, you're observing patterns, analyzing motivations, and trying to understand the underlying factors that drive people's actions. This often sets you apart from your peers. While they're discussing the latest trends or gossip, you're more interested in the psychology or social factors behind them. You might even find yourself getting excited about topics that make others' eyes glaze over. But you don't flaunt your knowledge. Your curiosity is driven by genuine interest, not a need to impress. You're not learning to show off, you're learning because you can't help it. This endless curiosity makes Sigma males adaptable and insightful in ways that others find hard to match. While most people stop questioning once they find a satisfactory answer, Sigma males keep exploring, keep digging, and keep wondering. It's not just about knowing more, it's about understanding on a deeper level. 2. Your intuition is always on point. You know that gut feeling that something isn't quite right? While others might brush it off, you've learned to trust your instincts because they rarely let you down. It's like having a built-in radar for situations, people, and opportunities. This isn't some mystical sixth sense, it's your brain processing countless subtle details that others miss. You might walk into a room and immediately sense the tension, or meet someone new and pick up on their hidden agendas while everyone else is taking things at face value. Your mind is piecing together all these tiny clues into a clearer picture. This heightened awareness often results from having a Sigma personality, which means not fitting neatly into standard social circles. Years of observing from the sidelines have honed this ability. You've learned to read people and situations to protect yourself from potential threats or take advantage of opportunities that others might miss. While others might conform to social expectations and ignore their intuition, Sigma males are more likely to listen to their inner voice and trust their instincts. In different areas of life, this keen intuition manifests uniquely. In business, you might sense when a deal feels off, even if everything looks good on paper. In relationships, you can often tell when someone is being genuine versus when they're putting on an act. It's not about being suspicious, it's about being attuned to what others often overlook. Your intuition also helps you navigate social situations differently. While others might follow the crowd or stick to social scripts, you instinctively know when to engage and when to step back. You can sense which relationships are worth investing in and which ones will drain your energy. But what really sets you apart is that you don't ignore these feelings just to fit in or please others. You've learned to respect these internal signals and aren't afraid to walk away from situations that feel wrong, even if you can't immediately explain why. For Sigma males, this keen intuition isn't just a random talent. It's a survival tool developed through years of independent thinking and careful observation. While others rely on social validation or conventional wisdom, these men have learned to trust their inner compass above all else. This strong intuition often makes you appear mysterious to others. They wonder how you saw something coming when there were no signs. But for you, the signs were always there. You just knew how to read them. 3. You tend to overthink situations. While most people make decisions quickly based on emotions or social expectations, you analyze everything thoroughly, sometimes to the point where others might call it excessive. But for you, It's just how your mind works. Every situation becomes a puzzle to solve. You're not held back by anxiety or fear. Rather, you need to understand all possible outcomes before making a move. This tendency to overthink is deeply rooted in Sigma male psychology. Because you operate outside social norms, you can't rely on conventional wisdom or groupthink. Instead, you've developed a habit of thorough analysis as your primary decision-making tool. You notice this most in important decisions, where others might follow their heart or go with the flow. You're busy calculating risks, considering long-term consequences, and looking for hidden pitfalls. It's like having a supercomputer in your head that won't stop running scenarios. Sometimes, this means you take longer to decide things, job offers, relationships, even simple purchases, because everything gets the full analysis treatment. Not because you're indecisive, but because you want to make the best possible choice. This can be both a blessing and a curse. You make well-informed decisions, but you can also get stuck in analysis paralysis. However, when channeled correctly, this quality makes you an excellent problem solver and strategist. Your overthinking means you've already considered and prepared for most potential problems. In conversations, you're often several steps ahead, thinking about where the discussion might lead or what someone's words really mean. This can make you seem distracted, but in reality, your mind is just processing everything at a deeper level. For Sigma males, this isn't just mental gymnastics. It's a crucial survival and success strategy. While others might see it as overthinking, it's actually a sophisticated form of problem solving that helps you navigate complex situations more effectively. Point 4. You often feel like the odd one out in social situations. You've probably noticed it countless times, a subtle feeling of being different, even in a room full of people. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like watching a play where everyone knows their roles, while you're observing from a unique vantage point. Group dynamics both fascinate and puzzle you. While others effortlessly fall into their social roles, the joker, the leader, the peacemaker, none of these roles seem to fit you completely. You can play them if needed, but it always feels like wearing someone else's clothes. Unlike other personality types that naturally fit into social hierarchies, Sigma males operate on their own frequency, making it challenging to fully immerse themselves in typical group dynamics. Sometimes, you find yourself in social situations where everyone is caught up in the moment, laughing at inside jokes, sharing familiar stories, and following unwritten social rules. Meanwhile, you're mentally a step removed, observing patterns and dynamics that others seem blind to. It's not that you can't socialize, you often do quite well when needed. But there's always that underlying awareness, that slight disconnection from the natural flow others seem to enjoy. You might contribute to conversations, but your perspectives often come from an unexpected angle, making others pause and think. This social independence is a source of strength for Sigma males. Being unburdened by the need to fit in allows them to see situations more clearly and make decisions based on their own judgment rather than group consensus. While others might view this trait as unusual, it's precisely what gives these men their unique edge in life. You've learned to embrace this difference instead of forcing yourself to fit in. You found power in your unique perspective after all. Being the odd one out often means you're the only one seeing things as they really are. Point 5. You love spending time in your own company. There's something deeply satisfying about moments when you're alone with your thoughts. While others might anxiously plan their weekends around social events or feel uneasy about having no plans, you find peace in solitude. A quiet evening at home isn't a backup plan, it's often your preferred choice. This doesn't mean you're antisocial. You can enjoy a night out or engage in group activities when you want to. The difference is that you don't need constant social interaction to feel fulfilled. You're comfortable in your own skin, content with your own company. Unlike others who might feel incomplete without social validation, Sigma males have mastered the art of being alone without being lonely. Your idea of recharging often involves solo activities like reading a good book, working on personal projects, or taking a long walk. These solitary moments energize you rather than isolating you. You've noticed that your best ideas and clearest thinking come during these solo sessions, free from the noise of others' opinions and expectations. Your mind is free to explore thoughts and possibilities on its own terms. Balance is key, though. You're not opposed to social interaction. You just prefer it on your terms. When you do choose to spend time with others, it's because you want to, not because you feel obligated or afraid of missing out. For Sigma males, this comfort with solitude is more than just a preference, it's a source of strength. In a world that often equates popularity with success, these men find power in their ability to be self-contained. They understand that true contentment comes from within, not from constant external validation. These signs are not just random traits, they are expressions of a deeper mindset that defines what it means to be a Sigma male. If you see yourself in these descriptions, you might just be one of those rare individuals who choose to live life by their own rules, navigating the world with an independent spirit that most people will never fully understand. If you found these insights helpful, feel free to leave a comment. If you're unsure about what to say, simply write "done" to let us know you watched until the end. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we invite you to subscribe now and become part of our channel. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.